Okay, jërëjëf. My phone asked my question, Mr. Willie. Listen, reply at the later of his statement.
Man
Willie,
maa la gën a gaaw.
no, Contana. Manuma buga. I will ask question with the comment that I want to make is like, Willie, for now, he has to be celebrated. Really, ban you have to celebrate.
Absolutely.
In a sense, ne. Man, lu ma nekkoon di wax yesterday ci platform platform yi am about how to engage the youth if their career, football career have got elapsed. What is next for them? This is a great career pathway for players. This is a great career pathway for youth in the Gambia. Because they get youth in the Gambia, most of them what they love is playing football and these entrepreneurship skills. Limo yobu deka. So the if Real is doing that as a club, then I think many people, many investors, fuma waxaat rek ñu ñëw mel ni moom di génni xaalis because all jet was how to develop our country. Sometimes we feel like, okay, many people will think like, okay, Willie is doing that because of what xaalis moo nekk di ut foofu. Yes, you're putting your capital to make sure you gain profit, but also how many thousands of young people you are impacting their lives. How many? Bëri na te ñoom jaamaano fu ñu nekk noonu. ñoom Steve fu ñu nekk noonu ñoom ñu bëri ñoo xam ne jaar nañ si loxoom. Yes, they will give something to him ne because they have passed through them, but it doesn't mean that ñoom lu war a am leen ko jox. They are benefiting themselves. They are stars now. They're playing they play for xam ne in higher levels because they went through. So these are the things that also younger clubs who are under the national federation or national league, they have to emulate, they have to learn from Real de Banjul. Because Real de Banjul nekku team boo xam ne tamit dañoo toog fii di wax loo xam ne amut loo xam ne ñu ko gis soo gisee sometimes there was a time I even asked questions about it. Why many players are so much obsessed to play in Real de Banjul? One player replied me, look, because ñu ñoo di génne player fii before, not now. Now other teams are emulating, taking out their players, playing outside, which is a very good step that they're doing. But right now, I guess many players now are saying, real the band, you know, they give players time, we didn't play outside. So, they don't play outside. So, because of they are seeing the career part where they are setting up for those players. So, this is a big congratulations to you and your team. And also, man always man get encourage Lolo. So my question is, what are the plans that you want to put across to make sure that you can have women's teams in your club? I'm gonna question that like that. So what is the plans for you to include women? Because that's what I say to me right now. Many teams is not growing faster, but it is getting there. And Real is one of the teams here I expect that they need to have a very good structure base for women's football teams. What? Yeah, and also, is it also what? Two questions now for women's football structuring team. Two, how are you also seeing how you can include women in your organization?
Pare nga.
That question is not a surprise.
Yeah.
Waaw Sainey xam nga foog naa man maa yow mus na ñoo waxtaan si lii and thank you very much because yow moom suñ jabar nga suñ doom nga suñ sista nga danga mën a géttee rek waaye amuloo morom waxoon naa la ne la suñ female team bi is gonna be strictly coming out of Basori because our name is Real de Banjul, but we have players from across the country. So said Lord swing under 10, under 13 players. We are good. There were some videos circulating on Facebook about the performance of our under 10s in a tournament in Birkama. All those kids are coming from Basori. We have already started engaging few people in Basori to develop a female team. It's going to be strictly based fofu. Ngame dine up into the league, into the third division, second division league to the Western region. Benen affaire bi moy affaire yi jigen. Sainey, we have ngane si suñ structure bi lan mo including for ay jigen. suñ ndaw si dee manage suñ building bi suñ headquarters bi jigéen la administrative secretary it's a lady that has been with us for a long time now. We have female cleaners at the I know where you're coming to, but I'm named a physio boo xam ne she's young mu ngi nekk ak ñun at the second team Sporting Real. am nañ ay jigéen yoo xam ne if you go to the center in Basori we have a lot of female yoo xam ne ñu ngi liggéey foofu si center bi ñoo xam ne they are on our payroll. am nañ tam jigéen yu bari yoo xam ne dañ dee ñëw ñu jox leen enough land in our center ñu ji fa for example bu yaagut nii kanja bu nekk suma freezer bi yëpp nga ma dama bëgg a suma kanja xam bi fatal sa noppay yaa ma dégg dañoo ñëw ji ko foofu ba pare ñu jënd product bi from ñoom pour dimbale leen. They are not under our payroll but we are coming there gradually. So promise naa la daal fii balaa ñëw wax end of 2024 we will make sure we have a female team that is training well and ready to compete. GFF tam last year bi ñoo struggle pour affaire football fields for the female league mu fekk maa ngi toog si organizing committee bi ma ne leen dem leen Basori ngeen seet suñ second field bi which is the grass pitch. If it is good enough to play the female league there, we want to give this free of charge to the federation pour ñu use ko to continue the female league because we owe it to the general public that we still don't have a female team. Te boo seetloo one of the criteria bu ñu winee league bi this year was we cannot play in Africa if we don't have a female team. So we are going to work on loolu. Promise naa la ko we are in November balaa ñëw woon November next year inshallah dinaa la yónnee videos ne la seeni li nga bëggoon mu ngi nii waaye tam da ngaa ñit fi nga ñëw liggéey de doo fa toog sa boori jëkkër foofu di romance rek yaa ma dégg.
But final question Willie dégg la wane fi yu rafet métti na because foo starté ak léegi man boo bu réel di Banjul doon defit fi ka may nekkoon cuuc ñëw mag ba léegi la moo nekk di challenges fo mu métti am na yeneen saa tamit di nga toog yëngal boppa nga ne seetetete lii naka lañ ko defee. So what are those challenges yoo xam ne yow dafa dee tix ne lii moom a bigger challenge because wherever you see success growing challenges are growing bigger also because you're saying out of Africa 52 I think 54 you are 12 exporting players then that's a massive improvement. So what are those challenges because sometimes you face criticism sometimes you face players comme looy wax ni nga yóbbu player mu dem doo xam where about them are confused. So what are those challenges also? And another question is, so how are you safeguarding? Because Real are good in safeguarding their players. What are the measures you're taking to safeguard your players?
Okay. I'm going to say, sorry, thank you very much. Very good questions. Tey moom dafa may nang ma parel. Challenges yi yàgg naa di wane football is not a joke anymore. Even nawetaan léegi nawetaan nekkatu caaxaan. Keroog maa ngi toog ma dégg ñu ne player bi dañ appel because amutoon transfer from benn nawetaan in Foni. So to show you how serious football is now in the country nekkatu defi caaxaan. So if you want to be in football foo jaar nga taka sa ndiga te ñi taka seen ndiga si ndiga bi léegi dañ bari. Challenges yi number one is finance parce que finance moo amee yëpp si affaire yi football yàgg naa di ko jooy ne nguur gi dañu war a dimbale joxe tax exemption na businessmen yi mun na ñëw dugal seen xaalis si football not owning a club but you can sponsor a club comme ñun léegi this year we don't have a sponsor on our jersey because NetPage was sponsoring us and things are getting tough. Deka baa ngi ngeen a seer and they decided to withdraw NetPage. So we don't have a sponsor, which is a big chunk of money that was coming to us. Infrastructure, government must get up and try to come to our aid ASAP. Infrastructure is key. We need to have good playing fields from Banjul Bebase or Banjul Bekoina. Understand? It's very important. Players you lose the pay if they have good infrastructure. If they have, for example, come Basse, I'm not TV for joking. Soma, on Sunday, we have a test game in Soma. The man with them Soma, spend the whole day there, set on football, then Manyipi. It's beautiful. I always say it. They need infrastructure up country. League B, you get order every day, they got to decentralize. It's already decentralized. Bu kenn wone dañ ko rek decentralize nañ wone dañ bu ga gis Real Walidan ñu play ko passé comme li gay di def ak El Clasico bi diko yobu yeneen dika. Why not? Dañ bu ga gis Real Fortune ñu play ko in summer. Why not? Li yep dañ ko janga biñ joggé in 2016 di celebrate Real at 50. We took the club to the people, them round the whole nation. They welcome, being you welcome. Limola one, they number football. What they are human beings, they are Gambians, they deserve to watch the league. The league be you thought they go cover on the TV last year. But still, they need pull Yobu club fee to the people. You am a feeling TV Basebi, the play fee in the first division, TV Banjul fee, muy dem the play in Basse. Ñëpp am bosses, ñëpp am sen proper administration and affaire bi noonu la war a demee, to be quite honest noonu la war a demee te loolu la ñoo yaakaar ne ni football bi mel right now ak the way people are coming into the country pour ut si players yàlla mun nañoo dimbale from fii ñu dem World Cup from fii ñu continuer di dem African Cup because affaire bi du yëfi añaan du yëfi soxor du yëfi ne team bi mu ngi yóbbu player man lan moo tax ñëwut si man du yëfi loolu business la fii Gambia ñi isi sukur bari nañ ñi jaay foreign bari nañ ñi am supermarket Gambia bari nañ it's healthy it's competitive pour ñëpp ñëw on board ñu ngeen a liggéey dafa ngeen a tax ligue bi ngeen a am doole dégg nañ ne kii jënd na team baax na kii jënd na team baax na Gamtel dégg nañ ne jaay nañ ko to a club that is in Senegal. I know the owner, for example. Fine, I was against the idea of selling Gamtel. But again, it's a good thing. Ne, ñooñu am nañ a lot of knowledge about football. Ñi ko moom dañ dee génnee players from Senegal. So it's a good thing. Ne, Gamtel, the new name, Serekunda FA, would be another outlet for players. So, liggéey bi daal ñun yëpp ak nguur gi ñëpp dañu war a bokk. I think nguur gi suñu mënoon a organize a forum boo xam ne dinañ fa am people from the finance ministry, people from the sports ministry, ñu toog ñu waxtaan because President Adama Barrow mu ngi gis lii xew si football. He's seeing it. Mu ngi ko gis nekkul ne lii dafa am any surprises. Gambia li ñoo def right now ñu ngi ni ñu invite awards night. Yan lañ ko win. Du dëgg. Ñu ngi invite suñu coach. So lii yëpp is all achievement loo xam ne collective responsibility ñun yëpp ñoo si bokk man kenn mënu ma see génne kenn mënu see génne fédération bi kenn mënu see génne di fans kenn mënu see génne jaaykati gerte saaf bi si mbedda bi ñun yëpp ñoo si bokk te ñun yëpp ñoo see njëriñoo so dafa baax nguur gi ñëw mu ñëw dimbale ñu te man every day maa ngi ñaan maa ngi woyaan pour nit yi ñëw Gambia may ñu infrastructure fu ma dem dama dee wax kaay leen Gambia we have the best players in Africa te ragaluma de we have the best players Paul Pout wax na ne Ablaye Jallow is the best player in Africa fan la jógee du Gambia Gambia la jógee te Ablaye Jallow benn day mënut a move out of France dafa war a play in the top leagues kenn daaw ko play honestly beneen affaire mooy feeling nga ne about how do we manage to keep the players.
Yeah,
it's very simple.
Manage to keep and safeguard their welfare. Come like because the money is real. Then they have some play. Come send own dom. I'm not saying other teams are not doing, but room of fake, a room of witness. How do you safeguard that? Because you can remember we came to.
First of all, Sainey, we contract every player in the club, whether you are above 18 or you are minus 18. If you are minus 18, we contract you via your parents. Your parents must sign or your guardian. Understand? Senior players above 18, they sign on their own. Parents cannot interfere on that. We are very close with our players. Come, for example, the players are in camp right now in Live Your Dreams. Barki Demba, 2 of our players sent back the loan. Mutombe ñu ngi nekk in camp ñu xam ne duñ mun a génn dem celebrate ko ak seen jànga yi or ak seen family or ak seen friends yi, you know. So I heard about it and we decided ne ñu defal leen a small birthday party, ñu amal leen a barbecue at the center at night because dañoo eewu suba train dem gym at midday, ñëwaat train at 4 o'clock. It's very difficult. So we had a barbecue for these 2 boys there and I'm sure they will appreciate it. So ñun is always more than one ako si beginning bi duñ dee buy players. We always talk with them. We always gather with them and sit. Nekkut ne dañoo ànda ñoom or dañoo dem seen kër yi or whatever. This year there is a lot of players yoo xam ne dañ leen isi si club bi. Man, I'm not afraid to say it. I took time and went to each one of them, their houses, and spoke with their families, spoke with their guardians, and they already know about Real de Banjul, but they just wanted to see me. And I promised the players, I will come and see your families, because it's important. Nit ki tam man la jox suma doom si man loxo la nekk te ñun luñ wax dañ ko def daf dee métti torop. We are sometimes challenged financially, but yàlla daf ñu dee dimbale all the time because dañoo jóg suba teel taka suñ digay di liggéey for football. Football is a full-time job, Sainey. It's not a very caaxaan. Man, I spend a day, I can tell you, from 8 in the morning when I enter my office. Bala ñoo wax 9 o'clock, def naa already about 10 different liggéey yoo xam ne yëpp pour club bi la. From there on, I walk and walk and walk until my phone goes off at 8 p.m. I'm walking about on football. Motivation, talking to the players. Player bu am problem dinañ si jóg taxaw. Player bu am dëj, bu am taka, bu am ngente, bu am lii, anything lu ñew de dinañ si jóg. Because we believe ne it's a family thing. We are together. We want the club to grow. We want the club to have staff yoo xam ne they will be from the team as players. Tey suma toogee, for example, ma dégg ne suma doom dafa jënd team Steve dama see kontaan. I'll be more than happy.
Absolutely.
I'll be more than happy. I'm proud of him.
Yep.
Toogu bi fi ma toog ni di wax ak yow papaam fii la ñëwoon toog di ma wane ma suma doom su dee mënut a dem ngeen dimbale ko mu dem Bakuyee ma ne ko daat wax boobu waruloo ko wax du ma ko dee ragal a wax anywhere ma ne ko sa doom yàlla dafa am lum ko may skill la ko may waaye pour mu tukki dina dem bàyyi ko suñ loxo waaye yàlla dimbale na ko dem na mu ngi dimbale waa këram. And this is what we want. We are close with our players. I'm not player you am ne du ñëw Gambia te du ñëw suma office ñëw nuyu ma because of xam nañ ne duma leen ñaan duma leen laaj a favor. I don't need anything from them. But dama dee kontaan rek ñu ñëw suma office nuyu ma. Sometimes a player dina ñëw ekkati xaalis $10,000 $25,000 yi ne ma presse yi am ma may la foofu laay jël xaalis bi ma oo suma liggéeykat yi yëpp may leen kaay leen kii mu ngi play dëkk sangam jël leen liggéey séddaale ko ngeen ñaanal ko dafa neex si xol. That's all I need.